Back here again with Cali Aesthetic for week 4. I am actually recording this on week 5 because last week I missed posting because of work, tennis, and just a bunch of errands and such. But I did miss the training session, so look out for week 5's video this week as well. So 2 will be posting, 1 dropping today, 1 dropping in the future of this week. So week 4, halfway through the weeks of 8 that I'm planning to do. And we'll see a progress on how the straight arm handstand press is going. And let's get into it. So for week 4 being the halfway point of this 8-week series, I decided to do 3 attempts of the straight arm handstand press. And it was disheartening to see my first 2 attempts. You'll see right here that I'm able to lift off the ground. No problem getting the feet up, but I just can't get that the full way up into that straight handstand that I want to. When I was doing it, I felt really heavy trying to press up. Usually the hardest part is actually getting the feet off the ground, but I managed to do that just fine. But I didn't know what was happening, and I felt like I lost strength, which was pretty disappointing because in the first week I was able to do some attempts with not extremely clean, but at least get up into the handstand. But this one, I just couldn't even get 50% of the way. So really didn't like or feel that great. So, but after reviewing clips, it just so happened that my chest was just not as close to my thighs as I wanted it to be, meaning my hips weren't over my shoulders, meaning that I couldn't press up. So I took the time to really press my stomach to my upper thighs here, and let's see what happens. Yes, I felt much lighter, even though I didn't really hold the handstand like I wanted to. I was able to press up really easy. I just needed to push back the shoulders more. So didn't want to go through more attempts because we'll be starting with exercise 1 here. So we'll have a final evaluation on week 8. So you know the drill, starting with exercise 1 here, frog stand to handstand. I honestly don't know how this session went, to be honest. It's been a week since I reviewed these clips just because of everything I mentioned before. But I do, that was good. But I do recall that I was kind of tired after those 3 attempts. Those 3 attempts really took it out of me. The straight arm strength and the shoulder activation that's needed for just that one move is crazy. But as you can see, I'm getting some good holds here. I tend to rush things at the end. I think my very last attempt is I'm just out of energy. Nothing I could do about it. Again, those full attempts really took it out of me. But as you can see here, I'm getting my hips really high. Everything's nice and lined. Everything's straight. Keeping my legs together when I'm going up. Not flailing around, extending or expending more energy. Really just trying to conserve everything. Really just trying to hold as tight and be straight as possible, just so I can get that balance going. And I see a couple really good holds here. Pretty proud of that. Again, back with the blindfold on for that spatial awareness training. I think it's this last one that I couldn't push up from. Okay, never mind, not that one, but the next upcoming one. You'll see. But from what I'm seeing, pretty okay with things. Still not consistent with getting the hips up, as you can see, just failed that one. So I'm just happy to be able to push up, use that bent arm strength that I'm trying to work on. There it is. So tuck handstand to negative bent arm planche. I think I recall being pretty decent with this one. Being able to lower down, not the slowest, but I still need to work on how to, you see it right there, I kind of just dived down, but I didn't really lower down like I wanted to. Just still messing around with how I'm trying to lower down and what pace, what angle I want my shoulders to be, what my wrists are doing. Just a lot of things going on in this movement. I'm just happy to be able to balance for a little bit and then come down and still hold that bent arm tuck planche right there. That's really what my aim is, just to be able to hold that bent arm phase there. This one was excellent. I want to be like that more. Just lower down with a controlled movement and lean forward just a little bit so I can load the tricep and shoulders, along with tucking my legs in just to be more compact. And with these ones, I think I'm just a bit rushing just because, again, I'm kind of tired with my arms here. Yeah, so I'm gonna review that one really good one and try to emulate that more and produce that more in the upcoming weeks, and hopefully I can be more consistent with it. Standard wall assisted tuck handstand hold. Again, just trying to really open the shoulders with this one, trying to get some time there. If I did this freestanding without a wall, I would probably get like 5 or 6 seconds. I really want to try and get this into that double digits because it really shows that you have the balance that's needed, because this is harder than just a straight handstand freestanding. So you also need to open your shoulders a lot more, push the hips back. So it's just a different form. And I think it really helped with my straight arm handstand. Tuck headstand to push up handstand. I can't really recall how I did with this one. I'll just be watching the clips here. Again, really just trying to aim to get the hips right over the shoulders, right over the head, just so I can, well, not over the head, right over the shoulders, really. Just so I can really float up and be balanced. And if you do this exercise and you manage to get your hips over your shoulders and in line with everything, you'll find that you'll just really float up easily. With the ones that I'm piking and falling backwards, it feels really heavy, and it shouldn't be. It should feel light and like you're floating up, because everything's like in line, everything's balanced. But again, just lacking that experience, that spatial awareness. So I'm just gonna keep trying, experimenting at what point to push up, what point to stop. It's kind of hard to gauge, only because when I'm hopping up, I don't really know how much power or momentum that I'm going to. So continuing with these forward lean push-ups, just for standard bent arm strength exercise. Nothing much to say here. Just remember the basics, guys. Have to have a solid foundation. And finishing off with the Jefferson curls. Again, really just trying to make sure my stomach touches my upper thighs. Well, trying to at least, because when I was not doing that in my straight arm handstand press, I felt heavy. I couldn't even lift up the ground into the full handstand, as you guys saw in the first couple attempts. But when I really compressed my stomach to my thighs, it really made the world of difference. It helped me get my legs higher, and then I just had to find the balance from there, which is something I just have to practice on. So still on the 25 pounds, just reaching down, not working with the gravity, just trying to pull myself into a more compressed position, just so I can gain that hamstring strength that I'm looking for and that compression strength that I'm aiming towards. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing these, because it's really just maintenance of that core compression that is needed for the move, the full handstand straight arm press. Lots of different names there, but yeah, as you can see, there's still a lot of angle to work with. I can still go down more. For this one, I would just really focus on at that bottom position, just contracting your core and trying to get your stomach to your thighs. It's that intention that's there and will ultimately lead to more flexibility. So as I mentioned before, I will be posting week 5, because I'm recording this on week 5 later this week. So watch out for that drop. And I'll explain everything more about kind of how disappointed I felt with missing this upload. But it's still coming along. It's still being produced. So had the footage, just had to get the time in there. And so I'll see you guys later this week for week 5. Stay tuned, and let's see some more progress.